the UA is dead, mobile free-to-play is dead, everything is dead basically. Yes, it's dead. Please,
Everything's dead.
Yeah, please move towards like AAA gaming and all of it. So I have less. I have less competition, so it's fine.
Yeah, we just feel that we know everything because we know Python and we know how to program. Oh wow, we are gods. You know, but we forgot the basics here.
Hola, buenas tardes. Flix Push 728, Genova, Barcelona. Okay, good.
Camera just stepped in shit. 5 minutes earlier, I was shut off by a pigeon. Welcome to Barcelona. She's actually really lovely. So these smiling gentlemen are the 2.5 gamers. Felix is the half. I've been told, yeah.
Matej is also half.
I'm the half, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, depends on the point of view. Yeah.
Right. So you're 1.5 then, like, okay.
Yeah.
And yeah, so also they're really good at math, it would appear.
Yeah, I'm Felix. I do ad monetization. I've worked in the industry for quite a while, but mostly doing ad-related stuff. So ads in games, that's what I do.
Cool.
Yeah. Name's Jacob. Work in the industry for like 8 years. I do product, game design, economy, live ops, all the producty stuff that these two people don't do.
Yeah, my name is Matej. I've been in the industry for 10 years, so I do the most important part, the UA, obviously, of the four game companies. Spending money profitably, of course.
Do you guys all run your own separate businesses, or what's the kind of setup? Like,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, we're
Three mercenaries.
all consultants, basically.
Okay.
Kind of happened.
So as 2.5 gamers, as this unit, what are you?
We share our war stories pretty much there. And
War stories?
Yeah, of course. Like, what do we do in the
Don't
trenches?
show
You know, like, you need to be on the edge and
Oh
like
my
work in it,
God.
not just talk about it. That's what you get there.
It's just day-to-day UA, admin, and game design stuff.
I mean, it's the three pillars of like making money in mobile games, so it kind of fits good together, right? So that's the three ways.
There's a lot of doom and gloom. Is some of it real, and if so, which parts?
No, I mean, everybody's talking about how everything is dead. It's not dead. It's obviously hard. It's not going to get any easier. But
It's gonna be harder.
It's going to be hard, yeah. That's what it is. But it's fine. Yeah, we'll just, adapt.
What's driving that?
We're trying that. Well, I guess post-COVID decrease in revenues, this like the recession times and everything. I mean, yeah, most probably we are gonna see like less revenues coming in, and everybody's talking about how CPIs are increasing for the last 5 years. So it's not gonna change. It's not gonna change.
You pretty much need to up your game, literally, these days, because the market conditions are like they are. They want to be better. They're going to be just harder. So we've seen a lot of games even talk about in our podcast yesterday that creators, for instance, are having very big impact on your product these days. We've seen games that have literally 2 core gameplays built into them. So you build 2 games in order to draw more audiences and make them more approachable. So there are trends that we see and we cover around that are kind of going to up the game a lot, because what was enough 2 years ago will be definitely not enough.
Okay. So you need to have not only like USP like +1 iteration, but like +5, I guess.
Yeah, and make sure that you know marketing before, like how it will work, because there's no other way around to decrease the CPI.
Okay.
So he's the second best UA manager on the podcast.
Yeah, second best.
Anything to add?
No, on the ad monetization front, I can say that it's just not as good as what last year. Like, if you manage to get roughly the same revenues last year as the year before, you're doing really well.
Yeah,
and what's happened is the ECPMs have dropped, and primarily the reason is branding has really pulled back on spend. But it's kind of natural. Like, when people fear a recession, what usually happens is like advertising is where you pull back first. So yeah, ECPMs are down, earnings are down. Like, yeah, so if you're only losing maybe 10% this year, you're in a good shape on the ad front.
There was a lot of money flowing in the past 2 years, and we were maybe kind of jumping ahead of the curve a little bit. So I think a lot of people have said that they're kind of happy that this is happening, because now it's weeding out some of the like really terrible companies.
Yeah.
I mean, if you take out like the COVID years and you just use 2019 as a base model, we're still growing as a business, right? And something unprecedented happened, right? So I think the correct way of actually looking at it is take out the outliers and compare it to 2019, and then we're still up as an industry.
Okay,
I think it's like a lot of companies still like hired like shit tons of people, and now everybody's laying them off. Of course, that's because it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, but the overall math is still that they're plus.
Yeah,
They're not like downsizing. They're just consolidating.
Yeah, makes sense. What about opportunities? So, I mean, what are the buzzwords today? It's all the like AI generated,
Yes.
whatever,
Oh, yeah, AI.
metaverse. Is that still a thing? Do you see any? But are any of these kind of opportunities? Are they real? Is there something concrete?
Web3 is not going to move anywhere this year, probably. I would guess also VR. I'm really guessing what will happen with that Apple announcement that's incoming, but yeah, not really optimistic about that. And AI buzzword will like vacuum clean all the money from Web3 from last year. So that's
100%.
people already started raising, and I'm really looking forward to it because let's say the generative AI for us is gonna actually unlock some new functionality and empower people. So.
Is that the angle that now we can just like generate a billion new kind of assets to just try out?
It's not only about that.
Yeah, it's generating billion is really easy, but generating the one you want is really hard. Even the prompts and like being able to control the AI properly, it's very hard. So it's gonna be specialized.
That's one interesting skill to learn. Is like how to write the proper prompt to see like actually the quality output from what you want to get.
No. Is hypercasual dead?
It's not looking good, but I don't think it's definitely dead. But like, it's not looking as good. If you look at like kind of what Voodoo were talking about, that last year they didn't have any new hit games. It was pretty much maintaining current titles.
Yeah.
That's not a good sign, right?
Yeah.
So you can see them moving into more hybrid,
That's
casual.
Web3 this year.
Yeah, Web3 hyper casual. So like, it's definitely a sign
Lord.
that the Godfather of the industry is moving kind of away from that core, which is a kind of a really big indicator that it's not as alive and kicking as it was 2-3 years ago.
You can't really like diversify immediately from hyper casual because like what you need to stand in line with all the Player X's, Supercells, and Kings, what they were doing all these years before. So,
But also, look, so hyper casual like being dead means like it's actually stable now and it can't just grow forever. Now it's gonna be stable now. Then like maybe next year, potentially there will be new concepts that will come out. Easy, just gonna evolve. That's it.
one interesting trend for me is also this kind of a new, let's call it Netflix games.
Yeah.
Games that are just based on very good retention, that are supposed to prop up your subscriptions of these big platforms. That could be a theme also this year. Because we've seen that already where, let's say, Netflix bought like really top professionals from Helsinki making a free-to-play mobile game without monetization.
Yeah.
And if
A game maker's dream,
if
right?
the Microsoft Activision deal goes through, they're gonna put everything behind their Xbox Pass. Games have a lot of power, so it's probably a matter of time until the narratives that the games are pretty much talking around can be pushed there, because you have a very big audience that's listening to you.
No.
That's the thing. Like it's exactly the same as with sexist ads. So it's a very big issue, and we need to start talking about it and raise the awareness.
Yeah.
So, but we need to start somewhere.
We're the go-to medium. So if we start talking about it, I mean, making games around it, or like making it a topic or theme in the games, then it can have its impact.
A pigeon shadowed me yesterday when we were filming, but it didn't hit me on the head. It was like, just like, whoa.
It's supposed to be good luck.
Yeah, sure. It never feels like it. It just feels like something shut on you. I don't know. That's.
I'm Eric. I work at Tactile as a product manager focused on ad monetization. We make casual games, and our biggest title is Lily's Garden, where you have puzzles and you decorate your garden and you have a nice romantic comedic story in the background. And we have also a couple of other titles that we worked on in the past few years.
Since you're talking to all the kind of ad monetization and UA people, I think a lot of the people we interviewed said that these are both in absolute kind of crisis mode right now. Is that true? Like, what do you see from your position?
I have to work more with user acquisition, but we're still a bit separated, so I don't see all the challenges they're facing. But on the ad monetization side, it's still pretty nascent. So we're mostly driven by in-app purchases.
Okay.
So my job is adding incremental revenue.
Yeah.
And so since we are at the beginning of the journey, it's somewhat easier to generate revenue because we create new placements and it works quite well.
Yeah, right. So for you, it's still all upside. It's not that you're fully dependent on it, and now the numbers are dropping. Okay.
But I do see eCPM going down, and but it's not as detrimental to our whole business. Putting all your eggs in the same basket is not a good option, and having this good balance between IAPs and ads is good.
Yeah.
Especially when you see people at Voodoo talking about quitting hyper casual and trying to get into casual more and more.
Yeah. Are you guys? So you guys make casual games? Are you worried that now you have all these like hyper casual giants kind of pushing into your space?
Yeah, I guess it's going to be more competition, so we have to come up with even better meta and even better stories. So yeah, definitely more challenging, I guess, for UA and ad monetization.
So you tried to take the train from Copenhagen to Barcelona. How was the experience?
It was pretty good. From Copenhagen to Paris, it took 3 trains. It's like a 15 hours journey. Wi-Fi all the way, good network. So honestly, it's pretty good to do deep work.
Yeah.
You don't get interrupted, obviously.
Yeah.
Taking calls or meetings, probably not the best.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, my train got cancelled between Paris and Barcelona due to strikes.
Yeah.
But no, the takeaway is that you have to be flexible and ready for that.
Yeah.
Since I'm French, I go to Paris quite often to visit family and friends. And now I know that it's possible to take a train between Copenhagen and Paris, and it's doable. Like in just one go, in one day.
That's cool.
So yeah.
Hello, my name is Batuhan. I'm the founder and managing director of Mobidictum, Turkey's leading game industry news and events company. We have a news outlet. We write in news in English and Turkish. We have a really strong social media presence. All industry updates, blockchain, hyper-casual specific. And we organize events. Basically, we are a bridge between Turkey and rest of the world to bring service providers, publishers, and investors to Turkey. We meet with Turkish studios. We had a really big growth for the last 2-3 years, especially with the focus on hyper-casual as a country. We got like a lot of successful games, but right now, as a country, we have to develop more games in different genres and so on. So we will have like more stable industry. Because when like hyper-casual slow down and the market is slowed down a little bit, obviously, and people are now shifting to casual games, trying to do self-publishing deals and so on. But this will take time. Hyper-casual was easy and fast to scale up, to build the game, prototype, and so on. Making a decent casual game to sustain a studio takes time. But we have talent. We have a young nation. We have like a lot of eager entrepreneurs to make lots of money. So it's just a phase.
So realistically, people usually come to these events by flying, and that's kind of in a way that's the cost of doing business. But are you guys having a discussion about kind of like what's the long-term view on this? Like how do we keep doing these events and still kind of transform into something a little bit more sustainable than what the reality is today?
Well, when it comes to traveling, of course, Istanbul is pretty much heart of the world when it connects like Europe to Asia. But as a country, we should definitely invest in more rail roads, so you can come with the train, not with the bus. Well, we'll keep making these events in the same location in Istanbul. Well, you are traveling with the bus right now from far South Asia and from most of the Europe. You still have to use flight as a connection. But who knows? Maybe we'll build our own bus line to bring people eventually. It depends how fast we can grow.
Wanna be sporty?
Nope.
No. Okay, it is lunchtime and we are on our way to buy some salad so we can prepare a salad.
It's extremely easy to eat complete garbage like all day, every day, weeks in a row when you're on the road. So this is an effort to put a stop to that, or at least like a little break.
I just take this one maybe. No, this is not enough. Let's just take that.
Okay. Is it feta? There's one choice, so I think we should maybe take that one. Very nice.
Very nice.
Oh.
Hello.
Hello. Hi. These guys look pretty good, right?
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
And they're also ecological. There's pimienta negra molida.
Yeah, then let's go.
Gracias.
Gracias.
Let's hope they fit with all the brand new socks I've acquired since the last 2 times we've done laundry. I've lost half of my socks.
I'm really looking forward to it, to be honest.
You're not eating like burger
Yeah, or fries,
or fries.
or like potatoes in any fried version.
We've had patatas bravas essentially every day.
But they were great. Actually, now I'm missing them when I
Yeah,
start
we should maybe get some patatas bravas once we're done with this.
We would like to prepare like a salad. Do you have like a salad bowl for us, which we could borrow?
I think so. That is the best
Yeah,
choice.
that's perfect.
But you have to bring it to me.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know, my
yeah.
manager is going to kill me.
Hope
Yeah,
you-
yeah.
Is
Thank
it
you.
okay to film?
Bueno, it always was for you. Public for me is okay.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Okay,
That's
You're
great.
welcome. Yes, when
Yeah.
you finish, bring it to me, please.
Hygiene first. So we try to wash what we acquired for the salad
In the bathroom.
in the bathroom. We will try to eat all of that. We'll see. It's cool. Yeah. I think we can now move
Wanna move to the kitchen?
to the kitchen.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's go. Boom. I don't know. I just do stuff.
So here's a pro tip to all the other hotel room chefs: never cut like Maria is cutting, like to watch yourself.
Yeah.
Always
but
cut away from yourself.
Yeah, and it still works.
It's fine and it won't happen. It's the motto of people who have less fingers than they used to. I have one hand free. Can I do anything?
No. Maybe, I don't know, maybe we do a time lapse or something, because like this is, I have the feeling that it's quite boring to watch. Okay, what I usually do before I put the other stuff on it, like I try to mix it before. Because,
Not even the feta.
yeah, not
What's the
even
logic?
better. The logic is you don't want to have it spread like everywhere. Like if you have like a salad leaf on the floor, that's okay. But like feta on the floor, you don't want to have that. Okay, one portion.
Nice.
Second one.
I think especially the plate makes it look very
Yeah, the
professional.
plastic. This one looks like
Yeah,
the
you
blue,
can-
right? Like it's a little
You
bit.
can have that one. Right.
Okay.
Bon appetit.
I like it.
There was this seagull all the time around the roof, kind of, in my
Yeah.
neighbors. Like all the time they are walking, and then and my neighbor was putting food, giving it food. So then I was so scared that I was telling my neighbor, God, don't give her or him food,
Yeah.
because what happens if he comes to my huerto? He's going to take all my things. He used to be a fisherman, so he said to me, look, we have taken away so much food from them,
Yeah.
humans.
Yeah.
I need to give it back to her when I take her, what I
Yeah.
took from her. So I was like so impressed. So this seagull was coming just to eat from him and was leaving. It wasn't doing anything to my huerto at all. To
Taking a
share the
lot.
space, we are
Yeah.
part of nature. We are not more than them, or
Yeah.
we need more than them. That's not the approach. My name is Adela Martínez. And I live in Barcelona since 2012. And I was living in the UK before. I studied telecoms engineering, so I come from a tech background. And a few years ago, I decided to transform Barcelona rooftops, or try to transform Barcelona rooftops into vegetable gardens, because I realized there is a lot of unused space in Barcelona, like 67% of all the rooftops could be used for something else. I think it's a very good thing for the city, for the people, and it's something that there is a lot of more people interested in agriculture, in urban agriculture, in trying to build their own vegetable gardens and try to see where the food comes from. I think we need to use that momentum to try to do all this and create awareness, because I think it's the only way to change, if you change as an individual. We lost touch with nature, and there is not so many green spaces. we need to regain that, because technology is very nice, but we need to use it properly, and we need to make a balance between, even because we can do it with technology doesn't mean that we need to do it.
Our audience are gaming companies. What would be your message to these companies and to the leaders of these companies?
Wow.
Yeah, sorry, totally big, but yeah.
First, have a look at your processes across the company, everything. I'm sure a lot of them are doing it, but maybe not. It's a time to reflect, right? Sort that out. Okay, and once you have that, let's think, okay, how we can compensate. There is a lot of projects that you can do to compensate what you are producing. But for example, what we are doing locally here is we are trying to build small gardens in companies. So the people, their employees can come and take care of the huerto themselves, like a community, like doing green clubs in companies. So they don't need to have a huge space like this. Of course, if they do, great. And if they can build it, great. But if not, they can put some beds and then learn to grow vegetables together. And we do workshops about different things that are very nice related to a huerto or a vegetable garden, like nutrition, what are rooftops, etc., etc. So they come together as a community and they learn. That's one thing. Some of the companies are renting the spaces. Yeah. So they don't own the space, so they cannot transform it into something like this. If they own the space, yes, let's transform it into something like this. If you don't own the space, but you can do something in the space, we can put like vegetable beds, raised beds, and create a mini huerto, a small one, where a group of employees or a green club can participate in creating it. That's one way. If you don't have any rooftop or any space at all, in my huerto, for example, we do team building. So you can come to the huerto and we can organize something for you. So you can work with your employees and learn as well. So a lot of people are concerned and they want to do nice things. They want to be more sustainable. It's just companies have invested so much in processes that it's difficult for them to change, or it will take them a lot of time, but at least they want to, Yeah. And remember, when you went to the website, there was social corporate responsibility, like a link there that nobody kind of pay attention to. And everybody thought it was a greenwashing type of way. Yeah. And now it's at the forefront of companies. ESG, this environmental, social, and governance. Yeah. This, for me, is one of the issues as well, because there is not a unified way of measure this. Everybody is measuring their own way. My God, you can find like 3,000 methods. There is the B Corp stamp and certificate. They are trying to unify certain things, So there is a lot of for impact, associations and ways to do it. So it's a bit all over the place. You don't know if you're doing it right. One of the good things of putting a rooftop like this is next door they don't have a green rooftop, so they will need to change the part of the waterproofing part every 15 years. If you put green here on top, you don't need to change it every 15 years. It will last maybe 3 or 4 times more, like 60 years. And even in Germany, there are places that they are still going on and they haven't changed them. So it protects that. So the investment is paid by itself. And as well, this creates energy savings for the floor that is underneath. I'm not talking about pollution and the green benefits of having a green roof in cities as well. For example, when it rains a lot, the beaches become contaminated. You cannot use them, polluted. Because of the runoff water. There is so much water that the water systems cannot handle it, and they end up on the beach. If you had this, they are like sponges, so they absorb the water, and then it doesn't go as quickly into the sewage system. Yeah. The same as the solar panels. At the moment, the solar panels, if you put solar panels in your house, it depends. I don't know how it's in Germany, but here you get, in Barcelona, you get the tax that you pay for your house is reduced 50% in 3 years. Yeah. 3 years, you pay 50% less. It's called the EB. So this is a fiscal incentive to put panels, but there is no fiscal incentive to put this. Now you can do it because it gives you points. If you want to be a LEED certified or BREEAM certified, the constructions that are more sustainable, it gives you points. But it should be by law, like kind of, you are forced to do it, It's our planet, we need to take care of it. If not, we are not going to be here. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's our home at the end of the day. Yeah.
like a dick?
What?
Why do you feel like?
I live in Germany.
Can we interview you later? Cool. Okay, I'll find you. Alright, cool. Let's go. He's actually my son. People don't know that, but it's... we'll cut that out.